she said that y'all tossed a lot of names across the board, but how did you come up with that particular name?
Because being the group that we are the movers and the shakers of the skating industry. Not only does we skate, we also get involved in other health issue activities, walks, jogs, anything that have anything to do with health, you know, to help better the community also. And that's why I came up with the name Movers and Skaters, because we are movers and shakers also, because most of us are business owners as well. So that's why I say that.
That is great. And Louis Kamada, you're the president of this organization. Am I correct?
Yes, it is.
How does it feel being the president of this organization?
Well, it's great to be in charge or over something that's beneficial and everything. And like I say, the main reason I like to get involved also is because my mom was never sick, and for her to have cancer and die suddenly like that, that was kind of like a shock to me and everybody else. So that made me go and start doing a lot of researching and everything, and tend to go into walks and find out about your heart, find out about the diabetes and stuff like that. And what we need to do is pay attention. I mean, a lot of those headaches ain't just coming to be a headache. It might can be high blood pressure. It's a lot of stuff. You have aneurysms, all this stuff. You need to check yourself properly. All we're trying to do is make the world and the community. We're not just looking for as being in Tampa. We're looking to be worldwide and spread out, because we're trying to make this a catchy phrase of connecting with everybody. The young people, the old people, anybody that can get out and exercise and make yourself more healthier, live a little longer. I mean, the rate of people living these days have went down dramatically. Years ago, we used to last a long time, you know, live for years and years. In the 80s, 90s, now is more of the 50s and the 60s. So that's why.
That is great. For you viewers and tuning in, we hear a lot with Chrylene tells it like it is. And today I have the movers and skaters of Tampa Bay area here in the studio with me today. And we're discussing health issues. We're discussing how you can actually move away from the television, walk, run, jog, skate, whatever you like to do and you're comfortable with doing, just so you can move and get your blood flowing through your body instead of just sitting there like a frog on a log, like a lot of us do. And I mean, I want to ask all of you on this. It's going to be hard for me, especially me. I can say me, because I'm the type of person, I love junk food. I love candy. I love the cookies. I go to Starbucks every morning for cake. Okay, so how am I going to pull away and eat some of this stuff that's sitting in front of you all right now?
Oh, Chrylene.
Wow.
I don't know if you can tell, but I got the same issue.
Wow.
I have the same issue. I'm not a junk food addict. My worst thing in the world is cake. I love cake like it's one of my gods almost. But you got to pull away, because you're almost killing yourself when you really think about it. And the thing about it is, you can do things in moderation too. You know, maybe every day is a little bit much. Maybe once a week, or maybe give it to yourself as a treat. Like if you say to yourself, okay, I'm gonna bike for 30 minutes today. And we're not talking about rigorous, trying to kill yourself kind of biking, just a regular bike or a regular ride, or even walking for 30 minutes a day. And once you're able to do those things, then at the end of the week, if you meet your goals, then maybe you can find yourself a treat. And then, and one of the things about carbohydrates, especially cake, I haven't gotten there yet, but they say, this is what they say, is that the more or the less of it you eat, the less your body will crave it, until it becomes something that that you don't want at all. One of our vice president, Grady, doesn't like cake, and I don't know if it's because he didn't have it good when he was growing up, or he just doesn't like it, but his body doesn't crave that kind of thing, whereas my body does crave it. My mom, shout out to Thelma Sweet, does a great job of cooking cakes, and I think I'm kind of hooked on it. But one day I'm gonna get off it. But Charlene, you're right though. It's a daily craving sometimes that people have, and it's hard to break yourself away from it. But if you can infuse some of those things that you do into your daily exercise routine, and if we can't talk about food, let's talk about movement. And we've infused into our daily exercise routine, it really does make a difference. And then maybe limit yourself to maybe one piece of candy a day.
Well, Miss Sweets, I would like to say thank you so much for the cakes, and I'm not going to ask your son this since he knows so much about this. Miss Raymond, if I was to get Miss Sweets to make me a cake every other Sunday, just a whole cake, how can I work around that? Because I mean, she makes some good cakes, and that one slice won't be good. I need a whole cake. Can I have a whole cake and then just come and skate some of those calories off? Why are you
No.
saying no?
I say no. I say you don't need the whole cake. Her cakes are good. We've all had some. But again, I've got to agree a little bit with Raymond that it's a mind thing. You have to make up in your mind, okay, I do need to make some change. If you want to make change, make up in your mind to make change. It's a daily process. You may hit it today and not tomorrow. That's up to you. But keep pushing at it, just like the art of skating. That is something that was hard for me at first, and I said a couple of different times, okay, I'm just not going to do this because I can't get it like I see everybody else doing it. But I made up in my mind that I wanted to do it. I knew that I don't have time to go exercise during the week and things like that, and this is something I wanted to do, so I made up in my mind I was going to do it, and I just kept trying. I didn't do so good some days, and I just sat down and didn't finish for the rest of the session. But there were other times when I just kept pushing at it. So the same applies with your cravings. Don't ask for the whole cake. Just get that one piece Raymond brings us and be satisfied for the next couple weeks, and just keep moving at it.
Miss Thelma, may I have a half a cake then?
Wow.
Just give me a half. That one, I be wanting to snatch y'all slice from y'all.
Wow.
But I mean, I really say, Miss Sweet, thank you so much for the cakes that are good. So maybe Raymond could bring all this to sitting on this table to you. You can make a cake out of that.
Wow.
Carrot cake. I like that. Carrots out there.
Yes, carrots here. Is a carrot cake good?
Yes, carrot cake.
I don't know. No.
Before you put the icing on it, I'm certain.
Miss Sweet, can you make 2 carrot cakes this weekend just
Before
to
you
put
put
the
that
icing on it?
Complex carbohydrates is
Yes.
just flour, wheat types of products are not good for you.
Exactly.
They're just not good. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't eat them. I'm not saying I don't like biscuits. I'm just saying that it's not good for you, and we should try to stay away from it as much as possible. You know, if you go to the health food store, they got all these like brand new things, even at the health food store, that we may think is good for us because it comes from, you know, so and so harvest. But it doesn't mean that it's good for you. You really have to know your own body, what your own body can take and deliver to you. So you just really got to watch your own, you know, watch your own diet about it. You got to, like she said, have a made up mind and do the thing that you really know is best for your own self.
You know, that's just like taking a lollipop from a kid. I mean, it's hard. It's like, look at when you go to the movies.
It's not
what
hard.
do they sell you? What do you mean it's not hard?
Instead of picking up a slice of cake, pick up a banana. It's sweet. Pick up an apple. It's sweet. Pick up cherries. They're sweet. And start using the sweet fruit for a substitute. That's how I did it. And then you just wean yourself off of it.
The only thing
all.
that I see that I might eat off this table is a Granny apple, Granny Smith. I may eat 1 banana, a couple of carrots.
There's other fruit other than what we have on the table now.
But
Very
I'm
tasty.
even just here. I mean, I could do broccoli, but I can't do raw broccoli. Tomatoes are okay in salads. Celeries, I just pick up celery and just eat it with peanut butter. I can't do that.
You're just a junk food junkie.
As you can say, yeah. I mean, Raymond, maybe you and I need to try and do a little something together.
Yeah, we work on it together.
Well, it's just like addicted coffee drinker or addicted cigarette smoker. You can't just drop it all at once. You have to gradually
No, you can
descend
drop
from.
it. I dropped smoking. I'm drinking coffee, just like that. I dropped it. I haven't
Okay.
drunk
Well,
it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you
Depends.
wasn't one of those ones
Yeah.
that was caffeine addicted.
Addicted.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was.
You-
I
you-
was
you-
caffeine addicted for
I
15
mean,
years.
well, some people
I
can,
had to have
some people can do it and some people can't. My main thing is I know if you get into it for the sweets and all that, I mean, all these cold drinks have a lot of sugar in them. Maybe you need to start drinking stuff. What I do is I dilute mine. I might order a Coke and I add water to it, so it's not as sweet, and I drink tea without sugar, or not as much as I used to drink. So we have to get into this routine and say, well, we're doing something that's gonna maybe make us live a little longer because we're a little more healthier.
Yes.
So that's my,
That's how you look at it.
my look at it.
And sometimes it's not even about a long life. It's about the quality of life.
Yes.
You know, if you're walking around here, you can't hardly walk, can't hardly move like I do sometimes. That's not good. You know what I mean? Like if you live until you like 100,000 years old and you rolling around in a wheelchair half the time, you're angry all the time, you're mad all the time because you have your health is not good, then there's no value in that. You know, so we talk about not just the sanctity of life, but also I'm into the quality of life as well, and those things are like very, very important. Just, you know, living a good lifestyle. And also too, we were talking to a friend of mine the other day about children and their diet. Well, I won't talk about it, but I will say this. If you got bad kids and you feeding them McDonald's every day, you might want to evaluate their diet.
For real.
If you have bad kids and you're feeding them these crazy
Fast food. Yeah.
foods every day, you might want to evaluate their diet. If you go into the store and you see a lot of processed meats, and you buying them, bologna, then you really should evaluate the products on there. If you can't pronounce half of the stuff on the ingredient package of your kids, you really should evaluate. When I was thinner and living in my mother's house and served all these cakes, she cooked every single day, all right? And I walked to and from the bus stop. I walked around everywhere. And so it's a difference now that I'm older because I can drive and be a little lazier now, and I don't go to her house as much, and I do the fast food type of thing a little more than I shouldn't do it at all. So I do it too much, you know what I mean? So evaluate your diet, especially when you talk about your kids being bad, your kids being angry all the time, if they're getting in trouble in school, if they're hanging around the wrong crowd. Think about some of the things that your kids are eating, and even yourself, some of the things that you're eating. If you're mad every day when you go to work, if you're angry every day at your boss, or you just hate getting up at night or getting up in the morning and going to work, evaluate the things that you're putting into your body. Because what they say about what goes in is what comes out. So if you got a lot of junk that's going into the side of your body, a lot of junk and a lot of negative attitude or negative behavior is going to come out of it. So just think about that.
That is great. I've also, not getting away from there, for the viewers that's tuning in, the organization hosts several skating events. One of them was a 70s party you all hosted. And I was not able to bring some of those pictures because I didn't get any talent releases because I don't want to put someone on television. They said, well, I didn't give you permission to put me on television, but I heard that was a great success. And then you did a red, white, and blue, correct?
Yes,
event
to honor the troops.
in honor of the troops
And the firemen
Of
and everything.
9/11.
of 9/11. Okay, and then you all have an upcoming event which is going to be this Saturday. And is that walking for
Diabetes.
diabetes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you doing events is that each month? How often do you do the events?
Well, we just formed our organization, so we don't have a set schedule of how often we're going to do events, but anytime that we can be involved in the community, anytime that we can be involved in doing something that's going to be beneficial for us, then we want to do that.
Okay, we're going to go to the phone lines. Caller, you're live.
Okay, for the sake of argument, my name is Mr. Excuse. So let's just start out that way. The first thing I want to say is that I admire you guys for sitting up telling us that you guys have time to get out there and go out and exercise, and you use your entertainment as exercise, which is a great thing. But for someone like me who works all the time, also take care of my kids, I really don't have very much time to go out there and exercise. But, I mean, I would like to hook up on that telephone number for the cakes, though.
I'm with you.
If you're working with your
Keep up what y'all doing. I enjoy your show.
Okay, thank you.
to the
Go ahead.
caller who has kids, it's because